Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML Uniform Resource Locator scheme explanation. Scheme defines the type of internet service. Most commonly used is HTTP or HTTPS. Prefix defines a domain prefix. Default for HTTP is www. Domain defines the internet domain name, like top10strength.com. Port defines the port number at the host. Default for HTTP is 80. Path defines a path at the server. If omitted the path, the root directory of the site. File name defines the file name of a document or resources. So I'm going to be explaining this once again. So when they are talking about Uniform Resource Locator, we have scheme, prefix, domain, port, path, file name. All those defines a URL, which is the Uniform Resource Locator. So I'm going to explain the scheme, prefix, domain, port, path, file name, all those stuff. I'm going to explain this once again now. So when they are talking about scheme is something like HTTP, or HTTPS. That's scheme. So the default prefix for the HTTP is www. So if you want to search a resource online, maybe you want to look for one document online or something, you want to locate it using your URL, you are going to specify the scheme, but automatically nowadays the browser is automatically checking for the scheme itself. So let me show you how it goes. So when you write the HTTP, you write the colon / so that part is for the scheme. So the next thing the URL is going to take is the prefix. The prefix is going to be www. That one is the prefix. So the next thing that follows it is the domain, maybe top10strength.com. So the HTTP defines the type of internet service. Most commonly used is HTTP or HTTPS. The www is the prefix, which defines a domain prefix. The default prefix for HTTP is www. Definitely this www works along with the HTTP. And again, top10strength.com you are seeing right here is the domain name. The domain name defines the internet domain name. That is, this kind of thing you are seeing right here is just a file from the server. It's just like a file, like a folder, so that they can be wherever you host your website, you can be able to know the name directly, where exactly you kept your file. All these things from top10strength, when they specify .com, that's how they have been doing it for so long now. So this top10strength.com is a folder, can be a folder or a file whereby you kept all your documents. That is the name. It's like you want to locate where you kept a file now, or where you kept where a building is. The address, the full address. When you are talking about the full address, you are going to have the address of that house where you are going to exactly. That is so. This is one of it. So now talking about the room, the specific room, the specific apartment you will be entering. That's when we will be discussing about port. So port defines the port number at the host. The port for HTTP is 80. So they used to have this as the port from the HTTP, but this is automatically hide, like it used to be hidden to the users. So don't you forget, this port always works with the URL, but it used to be hidden to the users. So, and again, after the port, we have something they call path. So it can be your folder. It can be your folder. The path defines a path at the server. If omitted, the root directory is going to be the site. Like now, let's say for instance, now you don't specify this folder. The thing that is going to act like a folder is going to be your top10strength.com. I want you to understand very well. So the folder, inside this folder is where you can have your maybe index.html. Can you get the point now? So when you're having your index.html, or you can write any, or your default .html. You understand what I'm talking about? So this one specify the scheme. This www default is the default prefix for the HTTP. So the top10strength.com you are seeing right here is just a folder from the server that they created, that whenever people search for HTTP www.top10strength.com, it should be so place. So and they specify the port. The port is the default. It is default port number at the host, which works along with this HTTP scheme that you see right here. So and again, I'll be telling you something right here now. This HTTP and www along with the port, this port number along with the port number you specify, they works together. So that's when you are going to isolate this your domain name inside in between the www and the www and the port. So I want you to notice that, but this 80:80 and the :http and the www, they works along together, they works with each other. So after that, we are having our folder, which is the path where we have a file that we want to give to people, that we want people to be able to access. So and after that, we have a file which is default.html. This is just a file. So file.html. You understand now? So definitely, let's say for instance now you are not having this folder, you just want to write a simple document that is not going to take a lot of space. When you remove this folder, it's going to remain the top10strength.com. So the top10strength.com is going to act as your folder from the server automatically. So inside the top, but you may not send this folder if you are not the one that developed the server from the scratch. because it's the high level something, so they cannot expose this to you as the user. As the So this one now, as you can see, is a file that we created from the inside this folder, which is top10strength.com. So this one is just for the server, for the person building the server to recognize your file name. So that's what I want to show you guys. And again, most times when you search online, this port number used to be hidden. You will not be seeing it because it used to be hidden. So that's how the server is working. And also again, nowadays http and the www also, they used to be hidden automatically from the browser. That's how the browsers works these days. So the only thing you can find on your web browser, anytime you want to search, is only this. This is all what you'll be seeing every time, but the rest used to be hidden. So but if you want to copy the link, that's when you can now copy it. You can now see the http www or https www or https top10.com, but visibly you can only see this top10strength.com and the file name or the folder. You understand? Most times this is what we see physically. So that's what I want to explain to you guys, and next tutorial we are still going to explore this folder. Anwar akorede ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time. Have a great day. Thank you so much, and to the